Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Queen of Cups. Five of Cups, Death card. All right. So in the middle here we have the situation, which is Five of Cups, which is that focusing on three spilled cups, not focusing on the positive, not focusing on a relationship, not focusing on these two cups here. Here, focusing on the three spilled cups. I feel that it's not getting too involved in emotions, not getting too involved in feelings. When I first saw this card, I felt like she's looking down, she's feeling sad. Like I felt this sadness, and then all of a sudden when I turned that card over, I understood why. It was because it's focusing on these three spilled cups. What needs to be done is to move on from something, to let go of something, to move towards these two cups. Sometimes that's very hard to do. I feel like it's seeing that focusing on the three spill cups is not getting you anywhere, is not, like you've let go of like you need to let go of something. You need to move on from something. You need to move towards something else. We have the Hierophant, Taurus. We have the Nine of... I'm not sure how I want to do this. I'm feeling a little discombobulated today, so maybe that's how you're feeling too. It's kind of discombobulated. The Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Right. Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, Three of Cups. I always feel like there has to be that card with Capricorn. I know it's nothing to laugh about, but it's just so true to Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and I always feel like it's so true to Capricorn is that I felt that, you're moving away from something, but then it's like we have these two cups here, which I feel in this reading are positive, because I was focusing on this, how there's an opportunity that's coming in for you, and that things start to get better, and you start to see things, you start to recognize things, you're starting to look up, you're starting to feel better, your cup is starting to overflow, you're starting to feel those emotions, and then it's like bam, right? We've got this Three of Swords, which is that, that heartbreak, that distance, that hurt, that it's raining, it's cloudy, and it's like, I just feel like Capricorn always has that kind of, that card that's just kind of thrown in there, right? That it's like, okay, yeah, positive, and then it's like, blam, Three of Swords. But I feel like it's almost like challenging Capricorn to see that if you're going to throw if a Three of Swords is going to be thrown in there, how do you handle that? How do you deal with that, right? How do you move on from that? It also could be that it's getting rid, right? Moving past this Three of Swords. It's letting it go. But I always feel like Capricorn always is challenged. It's always something that's going to be challenged. It's like, okay, things are going to go good, but there's going to be a Three of Swords in there. But it also could be, it also could be your own way of thinking, is that it's like, oh, everything's going good, but is there going to, is there something that's going to trigger me? Is there something that's going to pull me back? Is there, it's almost like when you're trying to change your thought process and you're trying to turn things around, it's like, at least this is what happened for me, is that I was definitely one of those people who focused on the 3 spilt cups, and I wasn't focusing on the 2 cups. But I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and it was like that was sort of my comfort zone, which I've said before, is that's my comfort zone, was to be in the negative. And I was always looking at, oh, this will never happen for me. And I was always very negative in what I was putting out there. And when I started to watch the motivational videos, and when I started to listen to those, and I was ready to really hear what the message was and what it is that I needed to do, and reading those books and the audio books and trying to get myself on a better path, that when I recognized what it was that I was thinking about, that I was being very negative. So it was like something good would happen, and then it was like my brain would want to go back to the negative, because it's like that was my comfort zone before. And when I was trying to turn things around, and when I was trying to be more positive, it was kind of a battle within myself, because it was like my brain wanted to go, my subconscious wanted to, okay, let's be negative about this. Let's say, okay, what are these negative things that I can do, that I can start thinking of? And that's when I had to really put that stamp on that 3 of Swords and say, no, I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to worry about that, right? It was a challenge, but I also feel that over time, that this is only 1 card here versus this is 2, I feel 2 positives, right? Versus 1 negative, versus it was more negative than positive. So it's almost like you're turning that around, like you're seeing that needs to be addressed, that has to be looked at. So I feel like it's moving on from the situation, because the 10s are completions, and it's like, wow, I'm really tired. I'm really realizing that I have to stand up for myself with the 7 of Wands here, that I have to make some changes. I have to change that thinking to be more positive, to realize that my focusing on this 3 spilt cups is not getting me anywhere. And when you start to turn that around, then positive things and things start to happen for you. I feel like this is what you're struggling with, what you need to let go of, right? Is that you're feeling sad, you're feeling overly emotional. I feel like it's kind of that, having that faith and that belief of, I want to focus on the positive, which is this 9 of Pentacles, and taking that time out to realize, okay, this is what I have to look at. This is what I have to address. This is what I have to see. Sometimes we don't even realize how we're focusing on those things. And then you're focusing on it, right? You realize it, you see it, you start to take those actions, and changes start to happen. And that's what makes the movement of it all. We have the Emperor, and the Emperor is definitely what I feel is a very powerful person. It's coming into your own strength, coming into your own power, feeling like you have a direction, feeling like okay, I'm going to take control of this situation, that I'm not going to focus on these 3 spilt cups, these emotions that have fallen over, right, that have spilled out, and it's to let those go. Moving forward, having that change, right, 8 of Wands, and the Hermit, Virgo, looking within. So we have Aries here, and then we have Taurus, we have Aries, we have Virgo. Looking within to find those answers, and to see that maybe if you're being overly emotional about a situation, that you're like, hey, I want to look at it. I want to look within. I want to see, what is it that I can do? What are those changes? Taking the time out to look within, right? And that the positive things start to head in for you, and to finding your inner strength and your direction and your own guidance and that belief in yourself. the Magician, that you have the power. We have the infinity sign, which is individual empowerment and everlasting love, that you have the power to make the changes within all areas of your life, and for you to see that. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. I feel like Pentacles, for some reason, job, career changes, feeling physically better, because Pentacles also can represent the physical. I was just noticing this here, so it's like that pathway, right? That pathway, going through the pathway, the opening, seeing that the changes are, that going through something, right? Going through something, changes. Six of Cups, feeling emotionally better, right? Bringing that happiness back in, feeling happier, feeling motivated, feeling more positive. We have the Devil, which is Capricorn, so it could be, and this is Scorpio, so it could be coming into your own power, coming into your own strength, realizing, okay, so as I was saying before, realizing what it is that your subconscious is saying is that, am I focusing on the negative? And is my subconscious, because it's so used to playing that in your head, that it doesn't want to give up easily, that it's going to take some time to change that negative thinking. The Chariot, moving forward in directions, taking control, taking those first steps to changes, right? Taking those first steps to changes in your life. And it's recognizing the problem, what can I do, and taking the steps, actually doing it, and feeling the results. Feeling the results of these changes that you want to make, or you're starting to make, or you're starting to do, and realizing, becoming more aware of your own thought process. Letting go of what's holding you back. Two of Wands is those initial first steps, and he has the world in his hand, and he's like, yeah, like the world is mine, opportunities are mine, right? I can make things happen. The Chariot is moving forward. You're driving the Chariot, you're directing it, you're in control of your own thought process. But it's something that takes time and that you have to work on. But if you're aware of it, then you know what it is that you need to change and work on. Oh, I love it. Look at that. The bottom of the deck is the Sun card. Happiness, hope, excitement, right? Sunflowers, the sun, the child is very happy on the horse. And it's freedom, right? Because horses represent freedom. It's that freedom of letting go of this process, and focusing on the three spilt cups. All right, so let's grab, I'm going to close out with 2 cards. So I have my beginner, what is it? The Learning Tarot cards that I just got. So let's grab one of these to close out. Just to show you what these are. I really like these. Definitely good beginner tarot cards. Oh, look at that. We have the sun again. Look at that. So we have the sun. So these cards have a lot of the explanations of the sun. So that way, if you want to get your own deck, if you want to learn tarot, that these are really good cards, because they have a lot of the, what the card means. And it doesn't mean that this is what the card has to mean, that if you see it, it's that energy and that feeling that you have from the card. So the sun card is a yes card. And then on the side here we have, I shine my light on the world around me, and my radiance attracts more success. And that's exactly what this reading was about, is that your radiance, your positivity, and your outlook is attracting, right? Coming in with the 4 of Cups is coming in, that there are more opportunities coming in for you. We have, so it came this way up. So it's positivity, freedom, fun, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, self-expression, good luck, enthusiasm, happiness, truth, openness, pregnancy. So any of those things that represent that sort of energy of this positivity. And that card came out. And then let's close out with a Whispers of Healing, because I really like these cards. With tarot cards, you kind of have this energy and these feelings from the cards, and sometimes, it's like you change up, you feel more energy, or you feel more of a connection with certain cards. And that's why, I have so many cards, is because it's like, what are those ones that you're feeling, and the energy that you're getting from it. And then we have get clear. Get clear on the direction that you want to go. Get clear. Get clear. I feel like that also goes with the death card, is getting clear about what is it you need to let go of. What do you need to focus on? What are those things that you need to do? What are those things that you need to stand up for yourself and let go of? Do you need some time for yourself first in order to get clear to make these changes? So definitely very exciting, very happy. I love that. That's so cool that the 2 sun cards came out. So anyways, if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, there is a link down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay positive and stay safe, and I will see you next time.